Hello, Capricorn. This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at the week ahead starting August 25th, 2025. Capricorn, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I appreciate you. The deck I am using will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversals here, just going to cleanse the energies here from doing Sagittarius' messages for the week. And we shall begin to see what is the potential energy surrounding my Capricorns this week. What is the energy for Capricorn? What is Capricorn to expect this week energetically? What is the energy for Capricorn? Capricorn. All right, Capricorn energy. All right, cut the deck here and begin your messages, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. First card of energy here for you. We're going to start off with the Nine of Wands. One of my busy bees. This is the Nine of Clubs in this deck here. Nine of Wands just means that, some of you are going to be busy this week, going to things that you need to do to take care of this week, whether it's on your plate or not, okay? Nine of Wands always comes in to assist you energetically. All right, so following the Nine of Wands, we're going to then follow up with the Nine of Swords. So you're about the fourth sign that has received this Nine of Swords energy. So I am going to throw a clarifier on this card here, but the Nine of Swords typically means there's a lot that could be going on in terms of you overthinking about something specific. It could be several things, but, it could be one thing. The typical messages that come out of the Nine of Swords just usually referred to as forms of betrayal, having to deal with some sort of shameful energies. If it's not your energies that this Nine of Swords expresses this week, it could be that you are connected to somebody who is dealing with some sort of barriers or blockages. And I usually refer to that energy as someone that you may know that may be incarcerated. Okay, so dealing with a high degree of anxiety, unresolved conflicting energies from your recent past, your distant past, whatever the energy may be for you. So let's just throw a clarifier. Why did the Nine of Swords show up here for Capricorn? This is, of course, someone excessively lying to you, betraying, okay, someone trying to hurt you physically, mentally, emotionally, seeking some sort of relief through that anguish, through prescription medications for depression, anxiety, non-prescription medication, drinking, smoking, whatever it is that's going to help you through the days and the nights. Okay, but it could be, it's a relationship. Okay, so Capricorn, now this, when the Ten of Cups shows up here, we're speaking about all relationships, not just romantic. We're talking about romantic, platonic, as well as family. But I lean more towards family situation than anything else in terms of relationships. So there could be someone who is struggling to come to some sort of resolve or conflicting energies involving a family member. Again, it could be a romantic partner. It still could be a platonic friend, but I lean towards something going on here with family that has yet to be resolved. There's still a struggle here. And, you could be having to deal with that. Trying to piece it all together, make sense of it all, but I do feel that it's involving some sort of energy involving family. Okay, so that's the Ten of Cups there. Following the Ten of Cups, now we have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Spades, and this just basically, you can attach victory and success to anything that's going on for you this week, Capricorn, right? Seeking some sort of excitement or adventure. This is a card that always constitutes gaining some sort of clarity or insight on any given thing. It could be a situation, person, or event, right? First decisions, first actions. Aces always start things off. Following the Ace of Swords, now we have the, how did that get reversed? The Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is here in your spread, Queen of Clubs. And basically, this is you, okay? Whatever it is that you're focused on, you're going after it. You could be intense about it. You could be passionate, very intense and very passionate about it, okay? It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be almost anything. It could be a creative pursuit. She also sends in the burst of energy here to help any Capricorn that I'm reading for that is artistic or creative and help you along your way. She's a she's a female, of course, but she's a court card. She can express herself in a sexual manner, usually pretty positive. All right. So there's something very passionate and high intense that's happening for Capricorn this week. Following that, now we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, 2 aces in the reading right off the bat is very auspicious energy, meaning the auspiciousness could come through any way in a positive sense. Okay, so always talk about with 2 aces shows up, 2 10 shows up, auspicious energy, and people probably say, well, what does he mean by auspicious energy? This is something that's very fortunate that's about to happen for you, that could happen for you, that's unexpected, okay, but in a good way, not a bad way. Ace of Pentacles is one of my big money cards, so it's always the card of great earning potential, unlimited earnings that could be made. This still could be a pay raise, contract offer, promotion, job offer. It could also be any starts up of any types of business or investments. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Following Ace of Pentacles here, now we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords simply represents, in terms of the advice from me, is she's capable of gossiping. Okay, even though she's about to do something major, in terms of a decision or an action, she's a great communicator, but she oftentimes will bend a little bit to gossip. So, don't be the gossiper. Don't be, the receiver of any types of gossip. She's standing there ready to use that strike because she's doing something in terms of a major decision or action, whatever that energy may be to you. Following the Queen of Swords, now we have the 4 of Swords: rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, replenishment, detachment. Detaching your energies from those things, Capricorn, that we have become attached to. Family, taking a break away from family, friends, romantic partners, taking a day off from work, doing something just for you that doesn't involve those people that you have become attached to, okay? Reclaiming your happiness, your independence, resting up. This also could be for any Capricorn that's planning to take a future trip. Okay, if we get any movement cards here by the end of the spread, you may be not only planning a trip this week, but executing, taking that trip during this week's time. Up next now, we have the 3 of Pentacles. This is some sort of rewards, recognition that may be coming your way. That reward, recognition energy may be coming straight from your employer in terms of a small pay raise. Okay, this is usually a completion of some sort of task or assignment, whether or not it's directly involving your employment or outside of your employment. Maybe there's something that you've done that you completed on your own, and it could have been in collaboration with other people. So the energies are going up here on the 25th, and by the 27th, maybe there's some sort of recognition that comes your way. You could be still introduced to somebody new. Of course, it sits under the court card, the Queen of Wands, and then I also assign workplace love affairs and attractions with the 3 of Pentacles. On top of the Ace of Pentacles here for you, Capricorn, now we have the King of Swords. King of Swords is just like the Queen of Swords, but he doesn't gossip. When it comes to his actions or decisions, he usually carries out those actions or decisions very cold and calculating, but to be understood that it doesn't necessarily mean it's done in a vengeful or hurtful way. It's something that you're about to do that's necessary for you to do, okay? Following the King of Swords, on top of the Queen of Swords, we have the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords here simply represents there's a situation surrounding you, a Capricorn, that's coming to an end. A new situation is about to approach. Now, the 10 of Swords also, too, if it's not you that I'm talking about reading for, could be that somebody that you know is planning some sort of inpatient, outpatient surgical procedures in the near future. It's going to be painful, but the 10 of Swords always promises, right? Recovery and relief. Keep in mind, we have 2 aces. Now we have 2 10s. Again, that auspicious energy. Something very positive is about to occur for some Capricorns that I'm reading for this week. All right, on top of the 4 of Swords here, now we have the 3 aces is even better. Now we have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, something rapidly occurring and putting a smile on your face is always an element or a touch of surprise. This is the card of initiation, where you initialize starting something new. It could be a new relationship, could be a new project, it could be almost anything, all right? Now, 3 aces is twice the energy of auspiciousness. So again, I will go back and reiterate, there's something very nice or pleasant that's about to occur and happen for some Capricorns that I'm reading for, okay? Final card here for you, Capricorn, on top of the Three of Pentacles. Well, you can't go wrong here. Look at that. You got all the aces. Damn. Okay, so you got 4 aces in this spread. I don't think I've ever drawn 4 aces for any zodiac sign for the... Damn, I've been doing these readings since when? 2015? I don't think I've ever drawn 4 aces in a spread for anyone. So you may be the first sign that has received 4 aces, and of course that gives you an extra of positive energy to be expected during this week's time. Otherwise, the Ace of Cups will still be that there could be pregnancy news surrounding you this week, someone giving birth to a child. We have the swords in the spread. So if it's not you, maybe somebody that you know gives birth to a child and it's under cesarean section, right? Did I mention job offer? Ace of Cups is a job offer. It could be, it's in a group of cards where already that you may be receiving. We can't count to 10 of Cups because this card is being the clarifier for the 9 of Swords. So the extra energy is not counted in the spread. But the Ace of Cups, you could already be receiving that energy from those that you are closest to, near and dear, friends, family members, romantic partners. Ace of Cups also has the ability, Capricorn, to pull together romantic partnerships as well as platonic friendships. And before I forget, because I've forgotten 3 other signs here, I'm pulling the shadow. I like to get into the habit of pulling the shadow for you guys here. This is the undercurrent of energy that may be expressing itself. And for you, you have the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is like that Ace of Wands. Effective communication. So when it comes to communicating this week, what you have to express to others will be well received, and in communication coming to you will be well received. And it's a movement card. So it goes in line with the 4 of Swords here, when I said that if we get a movement card here, not only are you planning a trip, but you may be executing that trip during the same week's time. But it could be in the future as well. Okay. But 8 of Wands here represents rapid, fast energy, always a touch of surprise. And you could be, that phone call that you've been waiting for arrives. The letter in the mail or packages in the mail finally arrives. Maybe you get some sort of message through text and it puts a smile on your face. Okay. That is the shadow, the 8 of Wands. All right. So as I've been doing in the other videos here, since I don't do the love readings that much, I'm just going to throw some messages here from Messages of Love Oracle deck. And this is for the Capricorns who are in relationships, single. And if they're useful, then use them. So be it. If not, don't worry about it. All right. So just tossing 3 cards just to give you some additional messages for this spread for this week. And this is looking real good. 4 aces. I've never done that. And honestly, I've never pulled 4 aces for any sign since, I started doing it. And that's been since 2015. Oh my gosh. All right. So here we go. The first one is runner. I don't want to run anymore. Okay. Think in terms of relationships. Next one up is self-love. I am still trying to heal. All right. That could be attached to the 9 of Swords energy. And the last card is irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. All right, so this is what I have for you this week, Capricorn. Just keep in mind, it's a soul from Intuitive Tarot here, giving you my best impressions. Only take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone, you guys. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. We're climbing higher and higher to get to that 500 mark so I can do more things for you. So share the videos, tell your friends, family members, about my channel so that we can get to those numbers so I can start doing live sessions with you and all kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, you guys have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, Capricorn, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.